If you hate the 9 to 5 life, maybe this video can give you some inspiration. Hey, for those who don't know me, my name's Kody. I am the owner of Benefit Fitness. Now, my career history, I'm a fireman by trade. I did my trade through the New Zealand Air Force, and I moved to Melbourne 2 years ago. Now, when I got to Melbourne, I was actually working in a warehouse, and then after 6 months, I got into fire compliance, so basically checking fire extinguishers, fire doors, all that good stuff for a fire tech company. Now that job was amazing, and the first 2 years were really good building blocks to get my life started here in Melbourne. And I also joined this gym, and it's been an amazing journey. My body's in shape. I've been able to get way more money. For those who don't understand, New Zealand is not for the weak in terms of finances. So the wages, pretty much, I think on average would be $27 an hour. I've heard some tradesmen who are fully qualified are sitting on probably $30 an hour, maybe. Depends on what trade you're in. And then, of course, the cost of living, petrol's over $3, or roughly about $3 a litre, give or take. And then, just everyday items, mega expensive. So really, really difficult country. But my partner and I were given an opportunity to move to Melbourne, and obviously we just took it with both hands. Now, moving to Melbourne, I was able to get a pay increase of $20,000 just from being in a different country, to being in Australia. And my partner too, she got a massive increase in terms of wages. So our life was set up fairly quickly. Now, how I got into Benefit Fitness, I decided on the side that I wanted to start training people, really inspired by people who want to make their life better through health. And I believe, my personal opinion, that everyone should do, right? If you look after your health, man, your quality of life throughout your life will be easier, because if you neglect it, it's going to be hard. Anyways, I started to do what you call it? I started a certificate in becoming a group trainer. I was working for Benefit Fitness just as a couple of days a week there to help out the previous owner. I randomly decided to sell my half of my mortgage back in Auckland to my brother, because he owns the other half. And then the opportunity randomly came up that the owner wanted to sell, and I like pretty close. I had the exact amount of money, like I just had a bit more, and I was able to pay off my student loan. I had a $2,000 debt from a legal issue, long story, and then the rest of the money I spent on buying Benefit Fitness. And to be honest, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know. I've never run a business at this level, and I didn't know much other than how to train people. But when you buy a business, it's learning the back of house stuff. So the finances, looking after your members or your clients, for example, and just everything smooth, as well as like understanding. Even I had to build a website from scratch because I had to redo the old one, things like that. And now I'm creating content. So you can imagine the stress of starting a business. Every business owner knows this. Either they kind of know what they want to do, but they don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to do it. So that's usually the hard part. Or unless you've been in the industry for a long time and you can do whatever it is you're in with your eyes closed, then yeah, I recommend that's when you're ready. That's when you're ready. But as every business owner will say, you're never fully ready. It's like having kids and becoming a parent. You're never fully ready. You just learn on the job, and I am currently 3 months in, and so far so good. Like everything's running smoothly. I've able to gain two new members without advertising. At this stage, I've built the website from scratch. It looks amazing. Constantly posting on social media, and now I'm learning how to do meta ads. Kind of tricky. I've got the gist of it, but I think I need to understand how to do more effective creative, so better ads, because the ones that I'm currently using aren't that good, and I'm getting really dud leads, so it's kind of wasting time, wasting my money. However, it's about educating yourself and just getting better at your craft. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, like one day at a time. But however, I am really proud of myself. Within the first 2.5 months of owning the business, I feel like I've come from leaps and bounds, um, and I'm really excited to see where the business goes within a year. My first big move was to introduce Tai Chi. Now, just a little quick snapshot, the average age of my members is 50 years old plus. So we do like things like strength, cardio, all the normal stuff. So there's boxing in there as well. So strength, cardio, boxing, Pilates, and a little bit of yoga as well. So a lot of everything. However, just in my immediate area, Tai Chi would be perfect for my members, but also the local area. So I'm thinking the leverage of Tai Chi hardcore and open it up to the general public as well. So this is about adding value to your memberships or to your members, so that eventually you may want to increase the price of the membership because you've got better quality classes. That's something I might think about in the future, because I also want to bring in better instructors than myself, because I'm okay, I'm just being modest, but I think there's definitely classes like yoga and potentially Pilates that obviously someone else can deliver. Yoga, definitely. Pilates, I'm enjoying it, but I think I'm good. I think I'm okay, but I always know there's always someone better, right? So I'm looking to try and make more revenue. I also obviously want to build the membership, because more money means I can do more things with the business, and I want to work on the business and not so much in the business, as they say. So that's a little snapshot. If you've followed me, or if you've watched this whole video, then thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you. But if you want to support this channel, like everyone says, could you please give me a follow, maybe a like? Yeah. If you know somebody who needs a little bit of inspiration or motivation, then maybe share this video to them and let them know that, yeah, it's okay to struggle as long as you're educating yourself. And like everything in life, it's not going to always be smooth sailing. Expect the hard parts. And if you expect the hard parts, then you'll never be like caught off guard, because you're just like, it's just the hard phase. Get through it, and then you'll come out the other end a better person, and I guarantee you that. And this is someone who doesn't get much sleep. Okay, so I get you. Anyways, I'll leave you guys to it, and please give me a follow, and thank you very much for your time. Shoot.